Hi, I'm Maura Marlin, the owner and founder of Skagit Art Preschool here in the Skagit Valley in Mount Vernon, Washington. I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself first. I started out in 1993 doing early childhood education through Seattle Central Community College, and I took courses in developmentally appropriate curriculum with Margie Carter and Deb Curtis, who are very well-known educators with their systems today. After that, I went on to Western Washington University and got my elementary school teaching degree and 6 teaching endorsements, and moved up here to the Skagit Valley. Since that time, my husband and I have done a lot of work with the Lincoln Theater and the various theater groups to provide theater and arts for children in Skagit. At this point, we decided that we needed some real life experience. So we moved to Brooklyn, New York, and I spent years there working as an area business director for a large children's learning center corporation, Brightside Academy. Love Brightside, shout out to my Brightside peeps. So Brightside, I learned so many things in such a short amount of time. It was like taking 3 degrees all in once. I learned about licensing preschools. I learned about regulations. I learned about Article 47. I learned about all of those things that are important to keep your children safe in a preschool. So when I moved back to Skagit County, I got a job at Bright Horizons, which is an international children's learning company. And there I learned a lot of other skills that were mostly the skills about communication amongst staff and taking accountability for when you make a mistake. In this day and age, the most important thing is that a teacher feels comfortable being honest with their administrators. I role model my mistakes and when I do things wrong so that my teachers feel like they can tell me anything that happens in the classroom. That trust is the most important thing in a school. And building on that trust, we have been licensing our preschool. In this video documentary, you're going to see many of the things we've done to license the preschool. Then you will see all the things that we've done for COVID preparedness at the preschool. It has been an incredible journey, and I am so happy and delighted and proud to be able to offer a real great, safe preschool experience here in Skagit County for our kids. Thank you and enjoy the documentary. Welcome to Skagit Art Preschool. Come on in. I'm the director, Maura Marlin, and we founded Skagit Art Preschool 3 years ago this month. We are now in the process of licensing, but during the licensing process, we had COVID preparedness to get ready for. So we're just going to walk you around the building and show you the things we've done for licensing and for COVID preparedness. So in terms of PPE, Skagit Art Preschool decided that we would wear scrubs, that we would use masks, and we also have foot booties for parents or for people if they want to cover their feet to come in and feel really secure that way. And we have masks. We have both cloth and regular masks at the door for anyone to enter so that they can feel safe. We have enough emergency supplies for 28 children for at least 3 days, if not longer. And it includes food. It also includes first aid, and this acts as a toilet.
Any cough? New loss of taste or smell?
Here we have our newly installed fire alarm and fire alarm panel. And here's our fire alarm power limited circuit. And if you come through the school, you can see that the fire alarm has been installed all along the way with magnetic doors. Because of COVID, we actually have only 2 classrooms open today. So in our 3rd classroom, I'm going to show you the layout that we have in all of the classrooms. If you look over on this wall to begin, this is a grab and go pack. It has all of the first aid necessary, flashlights, it has a walking rope for all of the children, and it has gloves, and it has all of the things that are necessary for a grab and go pack. Each classroom has all of these things that I'm describing. So that's the grab and go pack. We have cups so that the children can get water when they need water. We have a dedicated teacher board that has the daily schedule. Of course, this room's not being used. It would have other information such as the CACFP food chart and things like that, but because no one's in here yet, we don't. This is my solution to a teacher desk in a preschool classroom. Because we want to be able to utilize all of the space at child level, we mounted a desk here so that the teacher still has a space, but it doesn't take up all of the kids' space. This is our art cabinet. Each one of these cabinets in the classroom contains chemicals. It has a child lock, and these are ventilated so that the chemicals can breathe. Inside we have the step 1, step 2, and step 3 bottles. We also have gloves, and this is where we put the nap mat blankets and sheets. Each child has a dedicated bin for these. You'll see when we go into the classrooms we're using that they're in their bins. Paper towels, baby wipes, soap, sink, working sink. Push garbage. Here we have a toothbrush sterilizer that uses UV rays. And over here we have our first aid cabinet. Every classroom has a dedicated first aid cabinet in the classroom mounted on the wall. So these are the elements that provide safety and that provide a health and safe environment for children, and we have them in each of the classrooms.
After I prepare the food and it goes out, then I do our 3-step system on all of the surfaces in the kitchen, except for this counter right here where we put dirty dishes until the dishwasher is done. And then at the end of the night, I use our deep clean on all of the surfaces and in the sink as well.
Okay, is everybody wash hands? the small play yard. This is for our youngest children. We start children at the age of 2.9. And we put this fence in our first year. The fence that's just for this play yard right here. And we put in everything that you see, the playhouses. On this side, we dug a French drain along this wall so that the water wouldn't pool up against the building. And we don't have any more rot, and the ants went away. So that was a great solution that actually solved the problem. As you see, each child has their own helmet here at school for when we do our bike riding. I guess we're not riding bikes today. Everybody say hi to Mr. Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
This is Skagit Art Preschool. And these are our kids sitting very nicely. So we're just coming in today because we're going to show Nathan some things in the classroom, and we wanted to show in particular this fire pole and that emergency exit sign. And this is the new emergency exit door that Lelaine Diaz really, really wanted. Ta-da! There's nothing really here yet but a few toys. But this is why we're making the documentary, because we need to raise funds to create the most incredible outdoor play yard in the world here. Hello, welcome to the office. This is where all the administration for this school happens. I'd like to introduce you to my assistant director, Jessica Cowles.
Hi.
She is working on something on the computer right now. What are you working on, Jessica, on the email?
Yep, I'm looking at emails from parents.
Okay, can you tell us about what kind of software program we use for the tuition and billing and invoicing?
Yeah, we use Daycare Works, and then our credit card system is CardPoint, and we also have a card swiping terminal right here.
Thank you. And Jessica, can you tell me what do we use to do payroll for the staff?
We use a system called Paychex Flex, and that does payroll, pays our taxes, and keeps track of our staff information.
Okay. So in here in the office, it's not that big considering that we share it with all of the teachers. So just to show you, we do have a little fridge and a microwave for teachers. Behind the door, we have a place for them to hang their coats and to put their purses. And then over here, we have our coveted coffee machine. Of course, we have the adult hand sanitizer. All of our hand sanitizers are up high and are only for adult use. On this shelf are some special things. And I'd like to say that my mother, Janet Carey, these are her bronze baby shoes. And she is really one of the founders of this school. And so I love to have these up here to see them and to think about her. This was given to me by the director of the Bright Horizons Virginia Masons Childcare. And when she was mentoring me, I learned so much about doing sick child care, and that's a lot of the information that I used to bring us into COVID preparedness. In this cabinet we have our safe, receipt books. We keep our current purged files for the year, but we take our regular files and we keep them in hard storage. This is a medical first aid box, and these are the things for a spill kit. And down here are all of our binders that tell us all of the important information that we've done for our school. So we're going to start and we're going to just kind of breeze through each one of the binders. This is our licensing binder with our most recent information here in the beginning. And this is all a hard copy of everything that was submitted on the portal for DCYF. So it's a repeat of all of the licensing paperwork that we submitted. So that's our licensing binder. This is our operations binder. So now that we've gotten through the licensing paperwork, now we have the current paperwork for the disaster form, the bloodborne pathogens, we have the disaster response handbook, our pesticide policy, and the more advanced pesticide policies. And we have our waiver hold harmless agreement and our parent handbook. This is actually my file, because my file doesn't fit in a file. And so here we have everything that I have done and all of my professional development, all of the certification that was needed and necessary, all of the education, transcripts, student teaching, and more and more and more. And this shows that when I left New York, I was in the 14th year of educational administration. So now, does that make this my 20th? 19th year of educational administration.
This is our emergency binder. In the front, we have all of our children emergency contacts, and on the back it has allergies, their doctor, anything else important information for the children. And then in the back we have all of their immunization statuses. In this top locked file is where we have all of our student files, so I'll pull a random one. And we have all of the required child file documents signed off. We have child registration forms. This they sign that they have been informed about all of the DOH policies, all of that, and then they also have the signed waiver hold harmless, and then they have their signed immunization records on this side. And up here in the office, since staff are always in the office, we have our labor and industries up, and then our job safety and health laws, so all of our staff knows their rights and the laws. In here is another locked cabinet that has all of our staff files, and then like timesheets, diaper changing records. We keep all of our past paperwork in here. So I'll pull a staff file, and in here we have her application, her I-9 and her ID copies. These are her TB tests. Those are her old TB tests. And then we have all of her certificates. So this is her food handlers, this is her CPR, and then these are all of the certificate of completion, which is mandated reporter, diapers, safe sleep, and approved health and safety. This is our tuition binder. So we log all of, we have their childcare contract signed in here. We have all their payments logged as well, and usually this is in the locked cabinet when I am done with them for the day. And then in here is our kitchen binder. We're working for our CACFP, and soon I'll have a breakfast menu, but we have our AM snack menu, our lunch menu, and our PM snack menu, and then our temperature logs for the refrigerators. And then when we start our lunch and breakfast, we will have the temperature logs for the food. Up here is where we will display the breakfast, AM snack, lunch, and PM snack menu to follow CACFP guidelines to tell parents what it is. And then we also will be sending out a monthly calendar of what breakfast, snacks, and lunch will be. And since all of the classroom doors and the office door has to remain closed, we have walkie-talkie systems where the teachers can communicate with me or Maura or our floater/support staff that are here, and they tell us anything they need, and we can come and go to them and help them. We also have these walkies in every single grab and go packs with extra batteries that are charged and which channel they need to be on in case a staff member doesn't have their walkie on them.
A lot of our windows were repaired because they were not working very well. So they work by opening up like this, and then I can open it up and keep the screen and keep the bugs out and get the air in. So we've been working on opening the windows for 15-minute increments every few hours, just to let fresh air go through, just to let ventilation through, and I would highly suggest that. So here we have the nap mats in a nap mat cart. Each nap mat is deep cleaned every day after nap time. Our sheets also go pillowcase the entire mat, and we have liners that they actually sleep on to reduce the vapors that are coming out when they're sleeping. All of the bedding sent home every night and brought back.
And then I bring them in here.
And she can tell the children that are here today by who's on the door here.
Yeah, all their names are on here. That also helps parents know which room their kid is in, just in case something gets switched on a normally functioning day. A couple of the mats out. And then we have all of their nap blankets in these buckets with their names, and they go home every day so the parents can wash them, and then we sanitize the buckets at the end of the day. And their feet go where it opens, and we place them all head to foot so none of their heads are facing each other, and then we leave these buckets out between them as well. And that is how we set up nap mats. So during nap time, we close all the curtains. We leave these 3 open while they eat lunch. But these are blackout curtains, so we also use them for all of our drills where we have a shelter in place. And for nap time, none of the light comes in.
Welcome to the boys' restroom. In the boys' restroom, we have much of the same things. We have soap, hand sanitizer, paper towel. We have a dedicated chemical cabinet, again, with our 3 squirt bottles. We also have the deep clean sanitizer that we use for the bathrooms and when children are not present to deep clean over the weekends. There's a child-sized urinal. And we have a dual auto seat. In these black bags are the children's rain suits. So they are hung in a bag so that they are kept clean. Then they go on to the child, and then they get put in the bag and sent home at the end of the day to be washed. We have a kick garbage can. And we have a biohazard garbage can. In the boys' room, really this is just if there's stand-up, if they have an accident or something and we need to clean it up in this room rather than in the girls' room. Every room has both the primary and the secondary exits for the fire escape. Welcome to the girls' bathroom or the diaper changing room. Let's talk about this diaper changing table. It has an 8-inch deep tub. It has a staircase going up that the children can easily climb up with. We always keep this up when it's cleaned so that everyone knows that when this is up, it's been cleaned. We have separate diaper liners that we use for each child. Over here we have the directions for how to change a diaper, our operations for diaper changing, again with the fire map. And here's our daily diaper changing log. Down here we have extra clothing in case the kids don't have enough clothing. And we have diapers for them here. And this is another biohazard, diapers only for the diaper changing room. And again, chemical cabinet, same thing. This cabinet in here, I need to reach up for the magnet. Tricky. It's so dark today. So in this cabinet, we just have a little bit of extra supplies. Goggles to mix the bleach and the sanitizer chemicals with. We have extra face masks. We hand out face masks at the door in case the parents forget them. Hi, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Taylor Brissett, and I am an assistant teacher here at Skagit Art Preschool.
And how did you find out about Skagit Art Preschool?
One of my friends is the assistant director, and we are in the early childhood program at Western together.
And are you enjoying your time here?
Oh, absolutely. It's a lot of fun to come and hang out with the kids.
Hi, my name is Laura Illares. I am leader teacher for the Ocean classroom. I work here for 2 years.
So what has changed?
Oh, it's a lot of things that changed. When I started working here, we don't have a lot of toys, a lot of stuff for the kids, and we don't have many kids like now. Now we are in wait list, and I am so happy for that because I heard good things for this Skagit Preschool, and I am so happy working here.
Hi, my name is Jessica Cowles, and I am the assistant director here at Skagit Art Preschool.
Jessica, can you tell me what was your first impression of the preschool when you came for an interview?
It was during the 2-week summer break, so I got to see it cleaned and emptied, and it was really cool seeing how all the 3 classrooms were set up and how all the different centers were, and it was really cool seeing the yard with all the new sand and everything.
And then how much has changed?
So much has changed. Oh my gosh. I feel like every month something is changing, but it's always changing for the better, and so it's really cool to see how Skagit Art Preschool started from the bottom and now where we are now.
And are you pretty proud of that?
Extremely proud. It's been great to be a part of this licensing process.
My name is Abigail Hansen, and I am the pre-K teacher in the first room.
And when did you first hear of Skagit Art Preschool?
So originally I heard about Skagit Art Preschool when they opened in 2017. I was still in the Valley at Skagit and actually helped Maura open the preschool, and then I left for college and have kept up with it ever since.
And is it good to be back?
Yes, it's very good to be back. Feels like a little piece of home again.
Uh-huh. And how do you feel taken care of here?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. I started, it's been a month already, oh my gosh. Everyone was so welcoming, and a lot of things have changed since I was first here, and so everyone was super helpful in kind of showing me the ropes and telling me how things work, and it was really, really easy to just kind of jump into the force room right away.
Hi, I'm Therese Orden, and I'm an after-school teacher.
So when did you start with Skagit Art Preschool?
I started last year in October 2019 because I was job shadowing and I really like it, and I just want to get to know how it works and the process, and I really love the kids.
Hi, I am Sarah Bond. I am the office manager at Skagit Art Preschool. And as an employee, but especially as a mom whose 2 littlest attend SAP, I can tell you that Skagit Art Preschool is innovative in a way that I have not yet experienced with other daycare centers. Our director, Maura Marlin, has this capacity to embrace every type of child and to understand both musically and artistically the kind of skills they possess just by watching and partaking in their daily activities. Art and music are essential and present in everything that we do. And I think it's especially important, it's vital actually, to provide our children with these skills early on. I could not be happier with this preschool.